Dear students, in the previous lecture, we have learned that atoms and molecules are basic units of matter. In 19th century, when scientists thought of measuring mass of atom and mass of molecule, it was very difficult because of small size of atom or molecule. Although in today's time we have techniques like mass spectrometry to determine atomic masses accurately. But at that time they took the hydrogen atom, the lightest element, the hydrogen atom as the reference. Hydrogen atom as the reference, and the mass of one hydrogen atom was assumed as 1, and the unit was written as AMU, atomic mass unit. And then they calculated the atomic masses of other elements relative to this hydrogen. So if atomic mass of any atom comes as X, then we say that atom is X times heavier than hydrogen. Later on, this reference was changed to oxygen. We took oxygen as the reference. So if I take this oxygen as the reference here, at that time they assumed the mass of one oxygen atom as 60. Unit they have written AMU, and then they found the 1/16th mass of oxygen, that is 1 AMU. And then they measured atomic masses of other elements relative to this reference. So here we say, for example, if the atomic mass of the atom comes as X, then we say that atom is X times heavier than 1/16th mass of oxygen. We all know at present what is the reference? The reference is carbon. In this reference, the mass of one carbon atom, mass of one carbon 12 isotope. The mass of one carbon atom is assumed as 12 am. And then we find 1/12 of mass of one carbon atom. That comes as 1 AMU. Then we measure the atomic masses relative to 1/12 mass of carbon 12. Okay, so the reference was changed from hydrogen to oxygen, from oxygen to carbon. So in today's time, in present time, if I ask you the definition of atomic mass, what will you say? It tells us that how many times an atom of the element is heavier than 1/12 mass of one atom of carbon 12. Please note this 1 AMU. This is the mass of the unit here. 1 AMU is atomic mass unit. 1 AMU will be defined as 1/12 mass of carbon 12. Nowadays, we write U in place of AMU. U indicates unified mass. Now, if I say that atomic mass of an element is X, it means atom is x times heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon 12. So what will you write? Mass of the atom, it will be x times 1/12 mass of carbon 12. So x can be written as mass of the atom upon 1/12 mass of carbon 12. Here x is what? X is atomic mass of the element. So, with the help of this, we can write a generalized mathematical definition of atomic mass. I will write the mathematical definition of atomic mass as, in place of mass of the atom, I'll write average mass of the atom upon 1/12 mass of an atom of carbon 12. So this is the mathematical definition of atomic mass. Okay. Now question arises, why have they changed the reference time to time? You are already aware of the answer. Have you ever seen the table of atomic masses? Here you can see majority of elements have atomic masses in whole number. This is the reason we kept on changing the reference, because we were not getting atomic masses in whole number. When we took hydrogen and oxygen as the reference, the atomic masses of majority of elements were not whole number. While when we took carbon as the reference, the atomic masses of majority of elements were whole number. Still, atomic masses of many elements are not whole number due to the presence of stable isotopes. For example, chlorine, two stable isotopes, Cl35 about 75% abundance, Cl37 about 25% abundance. Two stable isotopes of chlorine. So here, if I try to find average atomic mass, it will be 35 into 75 plus 37 into 25 upon 100, and this value comes approximately 35.5. So this is average atomic mass of chlorine. Now, if I write the atomic mass of sodium, atomic mass of sodium, it is 23. So what does it mean? It means sodium is 23 times heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon 12. If I want to find mass of the sodium atom, mass of one sodium atom, it will be 23 times 112 mass of an atom of carbon 12. And this we have assumed as 12 AMU. So it will be 23 into 1 AMU, and that is actually 23 AMU. So 23 AMU is nothing but mass of sodium atom. But the problem is, if we want to understand how heavy or light an element is, then we should know this mass in gram or kg. In AMU, we can tell the mass, but we will not be able to understand how light or heavy is the element. To help in this matter, Avogadro took 12 gram 12 gram of carbon, and in this 12 gram of carbon he measured number of atoms, and by experiment he got 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of carbon. Now I can say here 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of carbon. The mass is 12 gram. Okay, so these many atoms have got this much of mass. So one atom of carbon mass will be how much? 12 upon 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Now one atom of carbon, the mass earlier we assumed 12 AMU. So 12 AMU is the assumed mass, and this 12 upon 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 gram, this is the actual mass. So I can equate the two, and on this basis we get the relation between unknown unit AMU and known unit gram. If you divide, it comes 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. This is the relation between AMU and gram. Got the point? And this number 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, this number is known as 1 mole. So if I ask you what is mole, mole is just a number whose value is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Or you can say 1 mole is the amount of the substance that contains as many particles as there are atoms in 12 gram of carbon 12. The point is clear? Now, the best part is we got the relation between AMU and gram. With the help of this, we can get the mass of any atom in gram. For example, if I take sodium, we have already written the atomic mass of sodium, 23. It means sodium is 23 times heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon 12. Now, mass of one sodium atom. We have already written this as 23 AMU. Okay. Now, If I want to find this mass in gram, then I will write AMU as gram 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. And the value comes as 3.818 into 10 raised to minus 23 gram. This is mass of one sodium atom. Now, if I try to find mass of 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of sodium, then what will you do? One sodium atom, the mass is this much. So these many atoms just multiply. So 23 into 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 gram. These two numbers are actually inverse of each other, so they'll cancel each other, and this way we get 23 grams. And 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 is what? It is 1 mole. It is 1 mole. So we can also say this as mass of 1 mole sodium, and mass of 1 mole is also known as molar mass. So this way we got the molar mass of sodium. How much is this? 23 gram. Now see, numerically atomic mass 23, mass of one atom 23, molar mass is 23. Numerically they all are same. The difference is of unit, you can see. Okay, now at the same time, since this molar mass numerically equal to atomic mass, the unit is gram. That is why it is also known as gram atomic mass. So 1 gram atomic mass of sodium is how much? 23 gram. My point is clear. Now I will talk about the molecular mass. Similar to atoms, molecules are also very small in size, and hence their masses are also determined relative to 1/12 mass of carbon-12. So here molecular mass tells us that how many times a molecule is heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon-12. For example, if I take H2SO4, H2SO4, H2SO4 consists of 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom, and 4 oxygen atoms. That is why the molecular mass of H2SO4 can be written as summation of atomic masses, which I can write as 2 into 1 is the atomic mass of hydrogen, plus 1 into 32, 32 is the atomic mass of sulfur, plus 4 into 16, 16 is the atomic mass of oxygen, and this way it comes as 90. Now what does it mean? It means H2SO4 is 98 times heavier than, H2SO4 molecule is 98 times heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon-12. So if I try to find mass of 1 H2SO4 molecule, what should I write? 98 into 1/12 mass of carbon-12, and this way it comes 98, and the value of this is 1 mu, so it will be 98 AMU. Now we all know the relation between AMU with gram, so I can write this as 98 into 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. My point is clear. Now, similar to previous case, here also if I trying to find mass of 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of H2SO4. These many molecules means how many moles? 1 mole. So it will be what? 98 into 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 into Avogadro number, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So the value will come 98 gram. As we know, mass of 1 mole is molar mass. So molar mass of H2SO4 is 98 gram. Again you see, it is numerically equal to atomic mass. That is why it is also known as gram molecular mass. So gram molecular mass of H2SO4 is 98 gram. My point is clear? Now, this is mass of 1 mole of H2SO4. If I ask you, what is the mass of 2 moles of H2SO4? What will you do? 2 into 98 gram. Because 98 gram is the mass of 1 mole. For 2 mole, I'll just multiply 2. The value comes as 196 gram. Now, if I ask you mass of half moles of H2SO4. So what will you do? Just multiply half into 98, and the value comes as 49 grams. Now look at this part. Look at this part. I can write 2 is equal to 196 upon 98. I can write half is equal to 49 upon 98. What is 2? Number of moles. What is 196? Mass of the substance. What is 98? Molar mass of the substance. Here, half number of moles. 49 mass. 98 molar mass. So with the help of this, we can get a generalized formula to find number of moles. Very, very special. Number of moles formula I can write mass of the substance, in gram upon molar mass of the substance. Molar mass of the substance. A very, very special formula here we have got to find number of moles. So, if we are given mass, we can convert that mass into number of moles. Dear students, in the next video lecture, we will talk about mass, mole, number conversions in detail. Thank you.